Hello everyone and welcome to my first YouTube video. My name is CatRidgeoYT and today we are going to be doing the Parasite mod. We're going to be doing a survival challenge, and the first thing that I did is I went over to a small tree because if you go to a big one it's going to take forever to break because you have to break the whole tree at once. So I broke down the tree and I went over and I crafted myself a wooden pickaxe to get some stone tools. After I crafted myself some stone tools, I ended up heading over to a cave, and inside the cave, I started hearing some very disturbing noises. Whatever that noise is, I do not want to know. So I'm going to get this coal and get the heck out of this cave. I don't know if you could hear what I just said in the original recording, but basically, I was terrified and I wanted to get as far away from that cave as possible. So I gathered up the rest of that coal and I went up to the surface and started smelting some food that I had gathered. Another thing that I did while I was up here was I broke down this big old tree, and as you can see, it took a really long time even with that stone axe, and then when it fell and broke, I thought that was really cool. It then started getting really late, and I started panicking, so I started building myself a small little hut to make it through the night. After a successful day one, I went to bed, and we hadn't seen any parasites today, so I was super happy. And when I woke up, I decided that I needed to use the small amount of iron that I had gathered and loot up. And so today was going to be an adventure day. So I went out looking for either structures or caves. I ended up finding a cave pretty quickly. And so I jumped down in search of coal and iron and anything else I could find. After taking that risky jump, which I made, it cuts off, but I made it. And I explored the cave for a while and I mined a lot of stuff, and then eventually I ended up finding this structure. So I started digging into the structure and I was getting ready to go in and I just accidentally mined the block right below my feet and I fell right in the middle of the mobs, and I got really scared and I started panicking, and my plan was just to hit them in the middle or to get them to fight each other. After that super intense fight, I walked down the staircase and I found a mob spawner. And originally I was going to use it to get an XP farm, but I panicked after a couple spawned and I just broke the thing. And I got a chest and there are these runes in it and I don't know what they do. So hopefully we can find out in a future episode. After I was done looting the structure, which only took about 5 minutes, I ended up leaving and I went down a long hallway and I found the scariest monster of this entire episode. Okay, after watching it back, it looks a lot less scary on the video, but after I ran into that, I got so scared that I started walling off the sides of me and I was just panicking and I wanted to get out of this cave as soon as humanly possible. I found this huge vein of coal, and while I was mining it, I heard a bunch of mob sounds, and I thought they were in the cave with me, but they were actually on the surface. So it's nighttime on the surface, and I was just gonna wait it out in this cave. Once I had waited out the whole night, I broke out of the cave, and there were some spiders on the surface, and I thought they wouldn't attack me because it was daytime, but they decided that they didn't care. So they started attacking me, but then I ended up going back to my base, and I knew that that tiny hut that I made wasn't going to cut it. So I started breaking my base and building it back up, and I was just going to make big improvements. Okay, so the rest of this video is just this really fast time lapse of me redoing the base, making it bigger, all that. My recording ends up cutting out at the end while I'm making the little mine that I made, but I finished the house, everything looked good, and I put the finished product at the end of the video, a little house tour. So if you want to skip to that, you can. But I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it this far, I hope you can hit the like button and subscribe so that you can see more content like this in the future. And if you have any suggestions, please comment it below. Be mean. I'm new to this and I need just so much help starting this out. So if you could please leave your suggestions in the comments, that would be so appreciated. And let me know longer, shorter videos, any editing tips, all the things that you guys have to offer, I would really appreciate. So thank you so much for watching this video and have a great rest of your day.